Greetings to all the participants present here. On behalf of Quvae Research and Publications, I would like to welcome you all for the webinar on Next Generation Solutions, Innovation in Cybersecurity Awareness. To start with, let me give you a brief about Quvae Research and Publications. Quvae serves as a platform to publish research articles in prominent journals and conference proceedings. We assist authors in publishing their research findings in high impact factor journals, promoting their work, enhancing their reputation, and building a strong scientific profile. Among several indexing databases, Scopus is one of the most preferred for publishing articles. The wide recognition and impact of these journals makes them highly valued in their academic career. And we have recently collaborated with a Scopus Q1 journal called F1000 Research, published by Taylor and Francis. And now the authors can easily submit their articles through our partnered gateway with F1000. F1000 Research is an open research publishing platform for scientists, scholars, and clinicians that offers rapid publication of articles and other research outputs without any editorial bias. All articles benefit from peer transparent review and editorial guidance on making all source data openly available. Now I'd like to welcome our speaker, Dr. Sakina Ali, who is an associate professor at the Information Security and Assurance Program, who received her PhD in computer science from the University of Birmingham, UK. She serves as the Deputy Dean in Faculty of Science and Technology in University Science Islam, Malaysia. She won many innovation competitions with 42 medals and was recently awarded with Creativity and Innovation Award in 2022 for the faculty and university. She has 6 copyrights and also has been appointed as International External Examiner for Postgraduate Viva. She also contributes to the society as the online tutor organized by Yayasan Petronas as well as in international community activities. She has been invited to serve as a keynote speaker for conference, industry talk, various hackathons, and LinkedIn workshops. Once again, I'd like to welcome you, Dr.
Okay, hello, hi everyone. So hope that you can hear my voice well. Can you give like thumb ups? So thank you for the introductions. I will share my screen first. Right. Okay, I hope that everyone can see my slides now. Great. Because I cannot see. I'm not so sure whether in Zoom you can use thumbs up or not. I used to use Microsoft Teams. So anyone can respond whether you can see the slides on the screen? Okay,
Yes,
great.
okay,
I see
the
the thumbs
slide
up.
is visible.
Okay, great. So very good afternoon, everyone. So in Malaysia, basically it's 5:30 p.m. So it is like after office hour. So probably it's like a bit hectic for people in Malaysia to join us. Okay, thank you for the introduction. So you can see here, the title here is on the next generation solutions, innovations in cybersecurity awareness. Okay, as you can see, let me hide this. Okay, better. So you can see the QR code. Actually, this is my LinkedIn. So you can also find me on the LinkedIn. So I have 2 certifications on the examination. One is the CTFL, Certified Tester Foundation level. That is awarded by the Malaysian Software Testing Board. And then I also just passed the Certified MSR Zoo, AI fundamentals. Okay, next slide. So this little bit short biography. I believe that everyone already heard just now during the introduction. Thank you very much to the organizer for the invitations. So I started my journey as a tutor. Okay, and then as a senior lecturer after I obtained my PhD from the University of Birmingham, UK. And then 2015 and 2020, I was appointed as the head of program computer science in information security and assurance. So basically, we offer the bachelor in security, and then followed 2021 till now. I was the deputy dean. So I have reviewed a lot of resume as well, and also involved with the innovation. So as mentioned just now, I have 6 copyrights, and recently, like 2 days ago, I just was awarded on the innovation and commercialization for the project Cyberpoly. It was the last year project, so basically this year just recently been awarded. So I will also talk about what are some project innovations that I have involved. Okay, so that is my a little bit short biography. Okay, that is also my research kit. You can also find me, maybe some of the articles that has not been updated. Okay, but you can also find me on the Google Scholar. Okay, this is just a summary on the innovations. So you can see the innovations that I have joined, basically international level, the national, the university, and also the faculty level. Okay, so we started like, I could say like 5-6 years ago. Okay, I started as a team member, and then after that I got some idea to represent my idea. So up until now, so I have won a lot of medals, and I polish with my FYP students. So from that idea, I give the idea to my students. So we collaborate, and after that, we continue with the development, and then the publication and also the copyright. So these are also things that I also involve, not only in the innovations, as well in the hackathon. So I also has mentored several teams on the hackathon. For example, on the left side, you can see the TED Hack. We won for the innovation. Okay, and then that is about the Telmed, the telemedicine portable using a vending machine. And then the first one, we got first place for the Procom that is organized by the Chinese Weekly and also MMU. And then actually we got, we will represent Malaysia at that time. I think that is 2019 when we won the first place for the Procom. Okay, we will present Malaysia, okay, to the Japanese Procom international competition that will be conducted in Vietnam at that time, 2020. But then, back then 2020, all over the world hit by the pandemic. So we have to submit online. Okay, so but still, we still continue during the pandemic. So this is a little bit about my achievement. Okay, so let's go to the webinar. So this is basically what you're going to hear about my thoughts, more on the simple methods, how you want to gain, or how you want to develop the cybersecurity awareness to society. Okay, so my focus here, how we want to expand the knowledge or educate them, okay, through the cybersecurity awareness. Okay, so basically this is the outline that I will cover what is cybersecurity. I don't know whether some, probably the background are not from the computer science, are not, maybe not from the cybersecurity. So we'll talk about a little bit about cybersecurity and what is the pillars of cybersecurity. Why is it important, the awareness? And then I will also talk about gamifications elements and some of the proposed solution that I involve, probably 3 project innovations that I get involved, and then the last 15 minutes we will talk about the Q&A session. Okay. So basically, what is cybersecurity? Okay. So we could say that cybersecurity is actually the protection of the internet connected systems such as the hardware, the software, and also the data from the cyber threats. So basically the practice is used by the individuals and the enterprises to protect against unauthorized access to data center and also from other computers and system. Okay, sometimes cybersecurity also known as information technology security or computer security. So we could say actually there are lots of domains under cybersecurity, such as critical infrastructure security, and then sometimes we also have the network security, application security, we have cloud security, okay, telecommunication security, mobile security, storage security. But I believe here, what we want to talk about more on the cybersecurity awareness among the citizen. Okay. So next, right. Okay, what are the 3 pillars of cybersecurity? Okay, the first one is on the people, and then the second is the process and also the technology. Okay, we could say that cybersecurity is actually the framework that evolves and adapts to a situation and involve oversight, prevention, and also the maintenance. So therefore, cybersecurity is broken down into 3 main pillars, which is the first one, people, process, and then technology. So people is naturally is the pillar, okay, that has the most amount of risk associated with it, okay, as human error especially, and the human intervention, because it is more difficult to predict and guarantee than the system and also the software. Okay, so that's why training, awareness, and also resources are therefore the key, the main key. Okay, the next one is the process. Okay, so process and policy. Okay, so this two actually provides the framework for governance and also define the procedure that can be measured over time. Okay, process involve IT departments usually for the preventative and also responsive controls. So I believe in some departments, they have the computer emergency response team, or known as CERT. Okay, even in Malaysia also we have the Malaysian CERT or G-CERT, government CERT. Okay, so I believe CERT is actually is a very worldwide term. Okay, but not all departments have this emergency response team. But towards digitalizations, I think we need to have this kind of departments, okay, to respond any response teams on the cyber security. And then finally is the technology. Okay, so technology is actually the hardware, okay, the software that departments use to achieve the reliable cyber security. So the IT personnel build the processes around the technology so as to protect the IT infrastructure. Okay, next slide. Okay, a little bit about the belief. Okay, the erroneous belief. So maybe we have heard all this several times. Okay, like I'm not important. Okay, and no one will find me. Okay, probably many citizens will think about it like that. I don't have anything anyone would want to steal. Okay, I can stop them even if I want to. Okay, when many people nowadays don't realize, when they don't really actually set the privacy setting of all their social media account. Okay, there are things, maybe some, for example, there are things that you can actually make it public if you want it, but for like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I believe that you need to make it more private setting. Otherwise, people can simply use your own photo and then claim that it is you, using your own photo, using your own all informations. Okay, this one we could also categorize as the social engineering. Okay, when people use the physical manipulation, okay, to track the user. So probably this is the general, the common citizen they might think they don't care about the security because they are just normal person, but actually the bad people or the bad guys, normally they will use this kind of informations, okay, or the public one, okay, to manipulate other people's, okay, to make some money, for example, especially on the ransomware. So basically, cybersecurity is not about the computers, but it is more on the behavior. So this one, the more on the innovation products that I produce is more on the awareness on the cybersecurity. Okay, next we'll talk about the next gen. Okay, because the title is about next generation, right? Okay, so current students are not like you or not like us, okay? So we have to accept and we have to educate them differently. Okay, I'm not so sure how many the participants today are you from baby boomer? Is there anyone from baby boomer? Okay, or maybe you are from the generation X. So because these generations, they have a different learning curve. They have a different method on learning during their lifetime. Okay, for example, you can see long time ago we used the conventional textbooks, but nowadays we use the ebook. But after the ebook, people still get boring, okay, get bored. So we use we develop the apps, the mobile apps, to make it more interesting, right? So we could see many nowadays syllabus, the contents actually being developed in mobile apps. But here we are focusing more on the cybersecurity awareness. Okay, so this is about why. Next one, why cybersecurity awareness? Okay, so this is the reason. So you know the cybercrime costs businesses billions of dollars every year. Okay, so we could say that no one is actually safe from the hackers and also the cyber criminals. Okay, and then we have also have the increasing frequency and complexity of cyber threats and also the attacks. Okay, and then the next one, okay, from the source IBM Cybersecurity Intelligence Index, 95% of all successful cyber attacks is caused by human error. So when we want to develop the innovation as well, we have to do some research. Okay, when you do the research, you can write articles actually. Okay, you have to do the you have to find out how many cases, how many statistics by the cybercrime. I mean, the types of cybercrime you can identify differently. For example, cyber attacks, you can also differentiate either it's a phishing, it's a malware, ransomware, okay, and so on. Okay, the next one, why is cybersecurity awareness important? Okay, the first one, we talk about the security. Okay, so we must protect our computer and the smart devices, data in the same way that we secure the doors to our homes and office. So this is like an analogy. Okay, so you have to take the mindset. If you want to have a secure place, like for the offline security mindset, you also have to practice for the online space, the same thing. So safety, okay, and then the key number 2 is on the safety. We must behave in ways that protect us against the risks and also the threats that come with the technology. Okay, so people keep on coming. All right, the next one. Okay, keyboard is not working. Oops. Okay, why cybersecurity awareness is important to the next generations? So I have made some study a little bit. Why is it very important to the next generation? So basically there are about 10 points. So number 1 is the growing of the digital independence. Okay, so we could see from these statistics, okay, January 2022, the digital growth, okay, the total populations has been increased, and we also have unique mobile phone user, and the mobile phone is more efficient. Okay, and many people can also actually have to use mobile phone nowadays. Even in my university, we have to punch in and punch out using the mobile apps application. So nowadays, mobile application is necessary to everyone, especially the smartphone. Okay, and then we have increases of the internet user and also active social media user. So basically, the next generation is actually growing up in the world where digital technologies are deeply integrated into every aspect of their life. Okay, because we now rely on the digital platforms for the communications, for the entertainments. Okay, so that's why we will more exposes to the cyber attacks. Okay, and then number 2 issue. What is it? Okay, pervasive cyber threats. Okay, cyber threats are evolving rapidly. Okay, we could see nowadays people are sometimes people no longer declare war like face to face. Now they are using the cyber attacks to attack or threats some country. Okay, so you could see some departments or some website has been attacked where they actually hack the website. And also the recent one in Malaysia, Maybank also has been attacked. Okay, so this is why cybersecurity awareness is very important. Okay, so there are lots you can see from the statistic. Phishing is especially phishing, vishing, and smishing. So phishing is more on the website. Okay, smishing is the SMS. Okay, and then they have a lot of data breach, the identity theft. Okay, normally there are lots of actually issue from the insider. So sometimes when we think the cyber attacks is actually from the outsider, so that is wrong. Okay, outsider usually get informations from the insider. So you have to have this kind of mindset where your staff sometimes could be your enemy. Okay, right. And the next one. Okay, why is it very important? The third issue is on the personal privacy. So what is actually the personal privacy? Okay, many students or many people actually they didn't know or they didn't realize this is their personal privacy. Okay, the name, the address, locations, online identifier, health informations, income, cultural profile, and one more thing that does not be included in this poster is actually the passport number, or the identification card number. Okay, so the IC, in Malaysia, we call the IC, or probably in other country, they have their identity number. So that is actually very privacy. You cannot simply give to other people's. Okay, if they want your details, just give enough to give the name. So these are the things that we actually cannot simply update in the Facebook, TikTok, and so on. Okay, so we need to educate what is actually the personal privacy as well. Next one. Okay, professional relevance. Okay, so in the modern job market, digital skills are actually a high demand. Okay, so cybersecurity awareness is not only a matter of personal protection, but also a valuable professional skill. So many job roles require an understanding of cybersecurity practices to ensure that the safety of digital assets and also the sensitive informations. So now we could see there are lots job prospect in the cybersecurity. During probably 10 years ago, we don't have, maybe 20 years ago, we didn't really have cybersecurity officer and so on. But now we have lots of cybersecurity job prospect. So we could see the awareness nowadays is very important. Okay, the next one, the fifth one. Why is it very important? On the ethical digital citizenship. Okay, there are basically 9 elements of digital citizenship. So we need to know about it: the respect, educate, and also protect. So in my part, I take part as a lecturer to educate the society, to educate the students through my innovation. Okay, so later on we have the slide on what are the innovation that I have developed with my team members on the cybersecurity awareness. Okay, so with the power to create, share and consume content comes to the responsibility to do so ethically. So the next generation actually needs to be aware on the concepts like digital footprints, cyberbullying, and respecting their intellectual property rights. So this awareness is actually promotes a positive and respectful online community. So that's why they need to know this. Okay, the next one is on the long-term technological trends. So I have find out what is actually the technology trends in 2023. So these are the Google gave to me. Okay, not only this one poster, I saw several that give quite similar to this. So I choose this one. Okay, so these are the long-term technological trends. Whether we like it or not, we have to face this. So all this, as the generation move into the leadership roles, they will be responsible for shaping the technological landscape. So having a solid foundations in cybersecurity awareness, even though they are in different field, AI and so on, they need still to have the cybersecurity awareness because all this actually involved with the cyber, okay, involved with the internet. Okay. So having a solid foundation in cybersecurity awareness actually will enable them to make informed decisions about technological innovations, ensuring the security and also the privacy that are integrated from the ground up. So you can see all this actually involved with the security. And the seventh one, okay, why is it important? Protection of critical infrastructure. So I make my study when I create this slide. So these are the things that comes out. There are also cybersecurity for the healthcare domain. Okay, so for example, rules and trends of cybersecurity for healthcare domain. On the secure communications, data protection. I think data protection is not only relevant to healthcare. There are lots of relevant to with other domain as well. How we want to secure the data, authentication and also authorizations, and then devices and services, and then security training. Risk management is also very important for any fields. Device inventory and risk analysis, and also the improve and enhance services. So basically, modern societies rely heavily on the digital infrastructure for essential services like energy, transportation, healthcare, finance. Okay, a lack of cybersecurity awareness could lead to vulnerabilities in these critical systems, and then potentially causing significant disruptions and even jeopardizing their life. Okay, the next one, number 8. Okay, we have like 2 more. Global connectivity. Okay, so the internet connects people across the world, and then cyber threats can also originate from anywhere. Okay, understand the cybersecurity principles helps the next generation navigate this global connectivity while remaining vigilant against the threats that might transcend geographical boundaries. Okay, the next one is on the empowerment. So these are actually why is it very important. We need to empower our society as well. Okay, number 9 is on the empowerment and also confidence. Okay, so we could see here, knowledge is empowerment. Okay, knowledge is empowering. So cybersecurity awareness can empower individuals to use digital technologies confidently. Okay, knowing how to protect themselves and their interests. Okay, so when they use the mobile phone and so on, the device and tablet, if they have the awareness, they can actually protect themselves, okay, from being hacked and so on. So this confidence contributes to a healthier and more productive online experience. Okay. And then finally, why is it important? for the lifelong learning, okay, or continuous learning, okay, embracing your lifelong learning. So we could say cybersecurity is actually an ever-evolving field, okay, instilling a mindset of continuous learning, and then adaptability will serve the next generations as well. They encounter new technologies, the threats and challenges throughout their life. Okay, next we'll talk about the edutainment before we go to the proposed solution. Okay. So what is edutainment? It is actually combinations from two words. Okay, education and also entertainment. So that's why it comes up with the word edutainment. Okay, nowadays when students wants to get some knowledge, they prefer in a fun and interactive way. So that's how I developed my innovation project using this edutainment concept. So these are the elements that we can actually have it when we want to develop the innovations, when you want to do the research as well. Okay, before you can develop, you have to do a research. You have to make a survey. You have to find out the statistic, how many cybercrimes, how many cyber attacks has been occurred, what kind of cybercrimes. So that is actually innovation is actually also related with the research. Okay, and then what kind of gamification elements? You could have the learning part, the user engagement, the motivations, and achievement, and also the reward. Reward like you giving the score and so on, and then the challenge. So when we develop a innovations product, we actually try to cater the elements on the gamification. Okay, you need to find the uniqueness. Okay, for example, I give example based on my story. Okay, cybersecurity awareness in education and technology. Actually, if you find on the Google, there are lots. Okay, but I want to share my learning experience, my journey experience. So basically, there are 3 on innovation products that we have developed. The first one we call as a Cyberpoly, and the second one is Winlet. And the third one is secure cyber citizenship, or known as a SET. Okay, cyberbully, because we want to adapt. When we have when we give the name of cyberbully, actually we actually adapt from the monopoly idea, but we transfer into the mobile app style. Okay, but when you play the monopoly, you don't get any education, you didn't get any points and so on, except you get the money, the salary when you buy things, the house and so on. But here there is actually the achievement on the articles. Okay, let's talk about the cyberpoly. Okay, cyberpoly is on the cybersecurity edu game. Okay, okay, why is it they have a draw here? Okay, so cyberpoly is actually a mobile gamification, okay, to increase the security awareness on cyber attacks for digital society in a fun and interactive learning board game. But this one is in the mobile apps. Okay, so we also have copyright on this. And when we started, we employed the agile methodology. Maybe if you are from the computer science or IT students, you might familiar with the agile. Okay, we have a lot, the SDLC, okay, SP programming and so on, but agile is more suitable for this case. So we started with the user requirement first, and after that we get the development and also the test cases. Okay, we do lots of the testing as well, the usability and also the functionality testing. And then this one is developed based on the preliminary survey. So we conduct a research survey first. Okay, we got about 210 respondents among secondary and university students, which show the lack of cybersecurity awareness. So 3 issues that cyberpoly addresses. The first one on the changes in online behavior, because we know the process of study learning nowadays, student tends to use the tablet. So that's why we want to develop the mobile apps. Okay, and then lack of cyber attacks prevention. Okay, we know that we can actually find a lot of cybersecurity quiz, like answer and just got it right. That's it. But these apps actually we will see the interface after this. So these apps actually you play and get fun at the same time and also get knowledge on the cybersecurity. So we'll see the interface after this. So the main issue, the problem statement that we cater here on the changes in online behavior. Okay, that's why we prefer the mobile apps and the lack of cyber attacks prevention knowledge based on the cybersecurity Malaysia. Okay, and then required to use the best approach to increase the awareness on the cyber attacks to maintain the motivation also and also the learning momentum. So these are basically the cyber poly elements. We have the level, the points, and also the timer to improve the user engagement. And it is outcome-based product. 4 levels of interactive quiz. They have the quiz. That's the difference between the Monopoly. We have the quiz before we can play the game. Okay, and then the uniqueness is because it is a digital board with the enough elements. Enough means Nakli and Nakli. Nakli means the knowledge. Okay, Akli means the religion knowledge. Okay. So you could see this is a sample of the interface. We do have more, but I just share 2. Okay. So before you can actually play on the digital board game, you have to answer. You can choose the beginner, moderate, or advanced and professional. So the questions has 4 levels. Okay. Once questions will give, if you get correct answer, we'll get like 300 amounts. Okay, 300 amounts. And then let's say if you get 5 answer correct, you will get 300 times 5, 1,500 as the salary to begin the game. So actually, the way how you get the salary is depends on how you can get to answer the cybersecurity questions using these apps. So that is basically about the cyberbully. Okay. So about the recognition and publication, you can find this journal. Okay, this article, Enhancing Cyber Attacks Awareness via Mobile Gamification Techniques. So in future, I also still want to continue improve this article. And we have a lot of achievement for this. Okay, on the right side is the QR code for this article. Okay, we have won lots of medals for cyberbullying. Okay, and then we started with the ID pitching first, and then after that, till development. So some of them we also receive gold and first place from the Vietnam International Innovation Academic Competition that is from Indonesia, and then the rest are from some international competition. So what is the impact, the usefulness? So when you develop something, you have to relate with the usefulness as well. So we think about the social impact, we think about the school, university, and also the country. So the idea is we want to increase more cyber awareness literate society, and we can also expand the assignment of teaching and also the learning. And in terms to the country benefits, they can reduce the cyber crimes. And we also actually align with the NACSA motto. Okay, NACSA is the National Agency Security. Be a better informed netizen. Okay, just now I talk about the cyberbully, and the second one is on the swindler. Okay, swindler also actually term that we derive from 2 things, swindler and also alert. So that's why we combine become swindler. Okay, so that's how we got the name. And then we also employ the agile methodology, including conducting preliminary survey to get the user requirement, okay, before the development, and then conduct the functional testing. So we integrate some gamification elements such as level, points, and timer. So you can see on the right side is actually like this one is using the augmented reality. Okay, the technology here is augmented reality. The board game, the Snack and Ladder, you can play using the mobile apps. You don't need to buy anymore. Okay, the hardcover version. So if you use the tablet, it's much more nicer because we give you like a better view. Okay, so the uniqueness here is providing the quiz based combined with a Snack and Ladder board game in augmented reality to enhance the user engagement. And we apply also the edutainment concept. So some place in the board, they will have to answer the quiz, and sometimes they can also jump to another space. So this one also has a copyright. So these are the place where we do some testing with the students. Okay, so we achieve like 87% on the applications function, and then achieve 88% on the security authentication testing, and then 98 agrees that Swinglet has successfully embedded the good gamification elements such as level, score, and also the timer. So we also have conducted several survey during the National Science Carnival for Negeri Sembilan in Malaysia. So we make some survey to improve our apps. So you could see these are some of the questions that being asked, okay, during they play the game. Okay, so you can also find in the Play Store. Okay, this one already update in the Play Store. Okay, the usefulness is quite similar to the cyberbully because the idea is on the cyber awareness, but the way how we develop to provide the awareness is different. This one is using the augmented reality, while the first one is not using the augmented reality. Okay. Okay, now we talk about the third one. Okay, the final one on the secure cyber citizenship, or we call known as a SET. Okay, easy because the name is quite long, so that's why we give a name SET. So basically, this is a physical gamification cybersecurity board to increase the security awareness among the computer and internet user in a fun, interactive way. Okay, this one you might be wondering why just now I'm using the first one, the cyberbully I developed using the mobile apps, but this one is a board game which is a physical. Okay, because the idea when we want to bring to the society, when we want to bring to the school, they are not allowed to bring the mobile phone. So how we want to disseminate the awareness, that's why we come up with this idea to have the physical gamification board game. Okay, the aims is similar, to reduce the cybercrime victims by educating more cyber literacy. Okay, this product is actually an extension of our previous product, known cyberbully. Okay, but the content is actually different. This one also promotes the integration of NACLI and NACLI knowledge, which is known as INAC, and via Ta'lim. Ta'lim is the Arabic words, means education. Okay, where user can learn ethical features in the cybersecurity field while playing. So it offers the portability, very easily to access offline service, of course, and lifelong learning. And it also have provide 2 levels of interactive quiz, beginner. So when in the board, later on you can see the interface, they have the beginner, or if they stop at the intermediate, they might get a tougher question. Okay. So you could see on the right side is actually the board, and then we have one gold award recently in the Malaysia Technology Expo. Okay. Under category social innovations and entrepreneur management. Okay. And we also have really brought this game, the idea of these 3 into the carnivals, into the schools. Okay. So this is basically how we disseminate the info on the cybersecurity awareness. Okay. Rather than giving talk, okay, it's quite bored. So that's why we provide games where students can actually learn on the cybersecurity. Okay, these are some reports that I got from my students. So this actually we conducted 2 projects this year recently in June. Okay, both in June, I think. Okay, we call Cyber Hasanat, protecting our digital community. Okay, Hasanat is derived actually from Arabic words, means good deed. Okay, good deed. And we have organized it at some schools, and many other students from other schools also join these carnivals. Okay. So we have the motto and so on, the team. So at the same time, the university students will become the instructor to educate the young kids, the young generations. Okay. So this subject is offered every year. So that's why I use my idea of innovations to utilize for this subject, digital society inclusive. Okay, these are another project, but using the same of the product, okay, at different schools. This one at the secondary schools, we also use the set board, giving the awareness. Okay, so these are the reports actually from my students. And you also make some game on the Decipher the Dash. Okay, this one on cracking the unique code. So we could say actually when we try to educate the students in a fun and interactive way, they will gain more knowledge. Okay. They will be more focused. So you can also find some articles that have been published, but it is in Malay. You can also find it more on our IG, isa.sulam. ISA means Information Security Assurance. And we also have the YouTube and the link for the project 1 and also the project 2. So I think that's it. Basically, awareness is an ingredient in success. If you have it, teach it. If you like it, you have to seek it. So innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not as a threat. So I believe we have another 12 more minutes for the Q&A sessions. We'll stop sharing and pass to the MC. Is there any is there any questions that you want to ask?
Is there any questions for the participants?
Okay, I think I saw some questions at the chat box. Hi, Dr. Sakina, very impressive innovation. What is the biggest challenges to create those innovation products? The challenges, of course, I could say the cost. The cost and also the committed students, because I alone, I cannot simply produce anything. Okay, I should have like a great team members. But for your information, that one has been developed and also with my idea. That's all. I give idea to my FFP students, okay, my final year project students. But actually, the first one is actually she already graduated like last year, and the recent one with the new students. I mean the current students. And the third one, if you want to know, the third one is actually we do not involve any final year project. Sometimes because students is come and go and they're already alumni, so you have to take on. So whether you like it or not, you need to know from scratch. So basically the idea is come from us. Okay, then the student helped me to develop, and then I help on the publications and the copyright, and then I still continue to maintain it. Okay, that is the challenges. Okay, to maintain and to get idea on creative idea. How you want to get creative idea? Join a lot of hackathons. When I join a lot of hackathons and so on, I'll get more idea how we can actually implement into the cybersecurity part. Okay, so the challenges is on the maintenance as well. So because I need to maintain the cyber poly as well, because the student already graduated, but I still continue with it. Okay, I think maintenance and also the cost, that is the challenges. Okay, I'm hoping I will get some innovation grant after this, so on. So wish me luck on this, because I want to continue with the idea, not just simply for 1 year and then that's it. Okay, prove your journey as a person you are now today. What are your hindrances? Okay, I think I have answered this during the presentation just now. If you heard this, Jenny. Okay. Thank you so much. It is very important issues today. The presentation is valuable. Congrats. Thanks for sharing. All the best. Okay, all this direct message that I receive. Is there any more question? Stop sharing. Dah. Perhaps I can also promote. I will get. Actually, I was invited as a main speaker for tactic education in Florida, US. Actually, I just applied for poster presentation, but the organizer request me to be the main speaker for the tactics education. So I get that opportunity from the speaker, and it's free for me as well. So this November, I will go to Florida, inshallah. Okay, to talk more about on the tactics education and I will also include on the cybersecurity part. So there is some teaser from me. Okay, so but that is face to face in US, inshallah. Good day. How do you safeguard the confidentiality information of your students relevant to cybersecurity? Thank you. Okay, confidentiality of the student. Okay. Actually, when other people request information from the students, we need to know who are there. Okay. Is it from the employee? And for your information, in our new institution, we apply the HTTPS, the secure, okay, the SSL. So that means our website is actually not our website, sorry, the portal of the system for the students. Okay, when they include all the details, their details and so on, they have the secure socket layer. So that's why we could say that our students' data is quite secured. Okay, because our university actually subscribe to the SSL. So that is very important as well. We need to guide also the awareness. Sometimes some people still didn't know what is the difference between HTTP and also HTTPS. Okay, they know it is secured, but they didn't know actually what is the difference. Okay, it's actually the encrypted in the database. Okay, so I could say actually in our institution, we use the SSL. That is how we want to protect the students' data. Okay. May I know if there is any good platforms to have cybersecurity courses as professional? And also if the platform give the certifications in the cybersecurity. I think there are lots actually. Okay. For example, the one I could say in Malaysia perspective. Okay. Cybersecurity Malaysia is one of them. And of course, all this professional training is very high cost. Another one is Easy Consult. Okay, Easy Consult. But recently I have been awarded 3 times on the grant KPT PACE, that is for the graduate employability. So from this grant, I did conduct professional training. The recent one for my students on the Easy Consult Certified Network Defender. And then previously on the penetration testing. Okay, penetration testing by the Cybersecurity Malaysia. There are a lot, but you need to know which one is actually professional certification that is valid or has value. Okay, has value is very important. Don't just simply attend, but there is no value, because there are lots actually. If you find on the Google and so on, there are lots of cybersecurity courses, but sometimes we didn't know whether the certification provider is actually recognized or not. Okay, so the same thing like journals. Okay, journals, we have the good journals and so and not really good journals. So the same thing, we need to identify it. Okay. Another one, cybersecurity courses. If you want to know on the technical part, you can go to explore on the GitHub. Okay. Is there any more questions? Nice to see you. Oh, hi, Musa. Musa is actually international students from Gambia, and he already graduated. So glad. I think he knows me from the LinkedIn, the poster probably. Thank you for joining, even though you're already alumni. Okay, thank you. Congrats and good luck, Dr. Kina, for the talk. Okay, welcome. May I know if I think this the same questions. We have 2 more minutes. Maybe I should pass it to the MC. Oh, don't forget, you can also claim your certificate. Make sure you fill up the feedback and also the certificate link. So new messages. Can we have a group photo? Okay, sure. Good. PM follow-up question. In case of breach in the confidentiality in information, how do you usually manage it using the existing protocol or system being used in your school? Okay, in the case of breach, like I mentioned just now, every institution, we have the computer emergency response team. Okay, the CERT. Okay, even in our university, we have it. Normally, they will give a reminder to us. There is some breach, data breach, and so on, and they will give the steps what we need to avoid and so on. So basically, I could say we have the emergency response team, okay, that will alert the user if they get any issue on the data breach. Okay, some requests on the group photo. Maybe everyone can open your camera. Thank you, Professor. Welcome. I'm not yet full professor. Okay, in Malaysia, before we can become a professor, we have to request for the associate professor first. Okay, we take some time, inshallah. Can anyone does the MC allow? Organizer, do you allow for the group photo? There is some request from the participant.
I'm sorry, doctor, due to privacy reasons, we cannot allow
All right.
allow for a group photo.
Sorry.
I'm extremely sorry.
Okay, sorry, Jean cannot do the group photo due to privacy issue. We talk about the cybersecurity. Okay, welcome. So, are we done actually?
Yeah, I hope there is no more questions from the participant side.
already read all the direct message here. Thank you, welcome. Right. Oh, one new message. Some of them, okay. All right, I do understand about the ethics on the camera. Sure, no problem.
So we'll wind up the session, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you for imparting your knowledge and remarks on the concepts. And your examples were fascinating. And the slides you showed gave us a clear understanding that we couldn't have gained in any other way. On behalf of QA Research and Publications, I extend our gratitude for sharing your time and thoughts with us. Thank you once again, Doctor. And participants will receive your certificate and a presentation document within 7 to 8 working days. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you,
Thank
Doctor.
you.
I'm from
Thank you very
Algeria.
much.
Okay, nice one. We have lots of participants.
Thank you so much. It is very valuable presentation. Congratulations, dear doctor.
If you want to ask further, you can email me. Anyone? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you for the presentation.
Oh, my email. Okay, somebody asked my email. Maybe I type here. Okay, that is my email, sakina.ali@usim.edu.my.
Thank
I think
you.
that is direct message. I should change to everyone. That is direct message. Everyone in meeting. Okay, but you can actually Google my name. You can find my email actually, Usim email. Okay, I may leave now.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Doc. Congratulations.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.